All right, guys, welcome to the Holly and Adriana Unlocked podcast. This is going to be our very first episode ever. So we're very excited to be bringing this to you. We're going to be sharing our adventures, experiences, and all sorts of things that might just come up, regarding day in the life or life of the kind of girls that we are and what we do. So, yeah.
And why don't we go around and all introduce ourselves, because this is going to be episode number 1.
Yeah, you can go ahead, Holly, because I just did our whole... I mean, I don't want to hog the stage here.
I'm Holly. Some know me as Holly Jane or Holly Jane Johnston, and you can just call me Holly. That's totally fine.
Nice. And I am Adriana Faye. And yeah, you've probably seen me all over Instagram, just like Holly. We both have lots of big accounts all over Instagram and TikTok and things. So widely known. This is the very first time we're bringing something like this where we're sharing so much of ourselves unlocked, and just kind of like an open book for those that want to get to know us better.
I'm excited.
I'm the guy behind the guy.
Yeah.
behind the guy. And I'm manning the boards.
Yeah.
What the heck are you guys doing? Trying to ruin my life and make me look like a friggin' idiot?
That's my job. And we just recorded it for 15 minutes and I didn't hit the record button. So
we're all.
So if you notice a little tension in the room or if they're a little pissed at me, then that's why. No. So hopefully I don't get fired. If this is the last time you see me in this show, then that's why.
Yeah, that's why. You're fired.
I'll see you guys in the unemployment lines.
We had a good conversation started, though, and I want to pick back up.
Yeah.
What I asked you was, because we both are in an industry that doesn't have the approval of everyone.
Correct.
And so what I asked you was, do you have friends outside of this industry?
Okay, yeah. So picking up where we were, or kind of backtracking to fill them in.
Yes.
You don't have to say it like that. Just go.
Because of someone. Jesus. No, but yeah. So I do feel like I have friends that are longtime friends. However, because I am making what I'm doing for a living right now, kind of like it is my whole life and it is my top priority. I don't necessarily feel that I have time for just kind of socializing and having friends and doing hour-long phone calls for nothing. I know you can't say having a friend is for nothing. I don't want to, not trying to sound like that, but I feel like when you are, feeling like if you're in a driven time in your life, when you are focused, you're pushing for something and that's all your energy is going to go to that, then there's just really not a lot of time for that. Because
I can relate to that.
Yeah.
I think that's normal, whether you're in this industry or you just opened let's say you just opened a restaurant and you want that to be successful. You're going to put your everything into that and you have to decide, do I want to take this to the next level and focus my time on this? Or do I want to go to happy hour and have appetizers or, whatever it may be? You have to pick and choose. And it sounds like for us, we choose work 24/7.
Yeah. And I think before we were doing this, before that, we were going out a lot. We were just hanging out and kind of, I don't know. Now I look back and I'm like, geez, no wonder I wasn't, hitting the financial goals I wanted to, or, so it was just now work is a priority. And it's not just work, it's what I'm going to achieve from the work, the freedom, right? Having freedom, having time with my family, being able to travel, enjoy life. So, so it's not just, friends aren't important because I'm a workhorse and I just need to work all the time. I'm a workaholic, forget about friends. Who needs friends? No, it's not that, simple. It's not like a surface thing,
Right.
It's much deeper. It's we have really deep goals and aspirations and things. Not to say that our friends don't, but it's I just don't really have time to hang out.
I totally get that. Yeah. I think also it's just, with what we do, it's not only is it difficult to make friends because, you have to find someone that doesn't mind what you do for a living, isn't threatened by it. Yeah. But also, you want friends that are like-minded. So meeting someone that you choose to spend your time with, that's a friend, it's hard to relate to someone that is comfortable and they just succumb to the fact that they're just going to be, average. Yeah, like 100%. I'm in my, menial job and I have no aspirations for anything else. It's hard to relate to someone like that. I like someone that's ambitious. I want to talk to someone that challenges me.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
So if you're not challenging me, then you're like, what do we have to talk about? It's a little boring.
I get very impatient real quick when I'm dealing with someone that's not got drive, that's not that I'm literally impatient with them or show it to them, but internally I'm just like, really?
Like you have nothing for me. And,
really?
And before everyone thinks like, oh, you guys only want to hang out with people that make a lot of money. It's not about that. It's about someone that has drive to do new things. Yeah. Like it could be something creative, that you're into and you don't even make money at it yet, but it's just something that you're working on or something that you're passionate about. Right. But this idea that, I don't know, maybe you're, a landscape guy and, or gal, and you go to work and you have nothing outside of that. That's not appealing to me.
Mm-hmm. No aspirations, no ambition, no drive. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like that goes like men and women. I just, in general, anyone that I'm I'm just like,
exactly.
Like,
show me that you at least have the potential to work towards something, anything. Like,
I feel like a lot of people lack belief in themselves, that they stop themselves from having ambition and drive, and like and even almost because we know it, but like it's easy to just say I'm not enough or I can't do this, so not even try.
Right?
Easier to say that than to actually get up and try and do it, even if you fail, to try and fail. I mean, try and fail, not try and fail, not try to fail. But to fail forward, it's easier to cop out and just be like, well, I'm not enough for this.
Well, here's a question though.
Yeah.
Do you think that your career choice exacerbates the issue, or do you think this is something that pretty much everyone over 35 starts to deal with, just having no friends?
I mean, I think it's difficult for anyone to go out and make friends because you're busy, you're working, you have a family. So, you're not in school anymore to go and easily make friends. Maybe some make friends at the gym, or like if you're a mom, then maybe like in the school pickup line, you talk to the other moms. But as someone in this industry, that's not received well. And I can tell you that most of my neighbors despise me. And I've got one loon that's like really obsessed with hating me right now. And they don't want to be my friend. And that's fine because guess what, Sarah? You're boring. You've got nothing going on. You spend a lot of time thinking about me. And I don't need or want to be friends with someone that is obsessed with me.
And you're listening, Sarah, because trolls obsessed.
They watch every
you're listening. And yes, we're talking about you, Sarah. The next time you see Holly,
that's what she wants. So she's like, I got my 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I know. I told you what she did, right? Her stunt.
The one from the backyard. Or which one?
Yeah, well, that's a longer story, but she took an article from the New York Post.
Oh, that.
Of mine. Yeah. And she went to the neighborhood Facebook group and she posted it. And she was like, this is what's living in our neighborhood. This is the kind of person that's living in our
troll
backyard.
Behavior.
She's a nut.
Yeah, like they are. That's why we had the situation with us at the beach doing a bikini shoot, and obviously I'm wearing, for what I do, I was wearing a bikini that's appropriate for what I do. And which means it wasn't much.
Yeah, there wasn't much there.
So I'm getting in the car and she's there like, oh my gosh, are you not recording?
No, I am.
Those breasts alone cost 10 grand.
I wasn't fast enough, but it was appropriate.
Oh, okay.
Those breasts alone cost 10 grand.
That's you at the beach. All right, continue.
You at the beach. Okay.
So then I was there putting my stuff in the trunk, and then he's like looking behind me in the car behind us, and the lady's like filming. And then he starts in and he's like, I see you. Weird. He's like, I see you. And then the lady next to her friend is kind of like she's kind of scared. And then I told him, I'm like, just stop. Like, whatever, like, what is she even getting out of that? It's like, I don't care.
What are you going to do with that?
You're going to go like show your lady friends and laugh about it, but then the men in that house might see. So I'm like, who wins?
What is she going to do with that with her 0 following? As a matter of fact, I hope she does have a following, because then that would gain you more followers. Right. So please take your footage and
what's the name
take
so
that
I can
and
go
make
hate
that a
on her.
viral clip. No. Yeah, go ahead, lady. Go take that and make that a viral clip so that it can get views. Yeah. And then people can then like reverse image search your face. Yeah. And then guess what?
Oh, Holly's got the tools. Reverse image
now you
search.
Got some new fans.
What's the link?
I didn't even know about that.
Post it.
I need that link for research purposes.
For research.
Wouldn't that be great though? So that Karen can take she can film all day.
Well, the angle
now I have a PR person. Thank you.
Yeah, the angle she was getting though, she's likely to get banned from any social media. Like literally.
She's just wasting her time. She's a loon. Yeah.
I don't mind. You know what? I don't mind people filming in public because it's public. Everyone has the right to film whatever they want to film if it's in public. Yeah, exactly. But it's the hateful intent. It's like this look and then snickering with her other troll friend.
But I'm trying to imagine, like, what are they even trying to accomplish? Like, what I'm thinking in her shoes. What is it that you're intending to have happen here that I'm supposed to like be? Am I supposed to be offended? Am I supposed to be like have an attitude or like feel depressed, or is it like, are you trying to make me feel bad? Like, because I'm like waiting for it. I'm like, what do you imagine this is going to do to me? Like, I could give two shits. I have like over 2 million followers across all social media. Like, plenty of people have seen me. So like, do you think you're embarrassing me? Like,
right,
honey. Don't worry, I do that myself. I've embarrassed myself enough, honey. I do it for a living. No.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Nah.
It's the goal. It's the goal, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, honey, please. Like, you've not done anything, tried anything in your life if you think that that's like gonna do anything to me. So anyways,
so funny.
Spending all this time talking about our traumas.
So do you avoid socializing with new people because you have this fear of telling them
that's
this
a good
big
question.
Part of your life, like what you do, or when you meet someone, do you just rip the Band-Aid off? And
it depends on who they are. Okay. Entirely depends on who they are. If I can see a vibe that like they're open to that stuff, because I have like ladies that do my facials, or supposed to be guys, but it's ladies. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Sorry. No, but I have ladies that
I just got that
way
now.
over his head. No, I have, my ladies that do my facials, and like you do too, like our lashes, hair, nails, like whatever, skincare stuff. So, but some of them I can, hey, this is what I do, blah, blah, blah. And others I'm like, you're like she probably goes to church.
Well, we actually get practice in that every weekend because we meet two new Uber drivers every weekend.
Oh yeah, you sometimes always have to feel them out.
And they always ask you what you do, and if they're below a certain coolness threshold,
they get the graphic design.
They get the graphic design line. I used to be a graphic designer, so I'm still a graphic designer.
Technically,
they gotta be about a 4 on a scale of 1 to 10 of coolness. If they're under 4, they get the graphic design. But if they're over 5 or over in coolness, then they get the only. Yeah, and that leads to some interesting conversations.
I thought that I could trust, like the vibe thing, like
sometimes you're wrong.
I am, because I thought, and I almost told her, because the neighbor behind me, that's another one that hates me. When I first met her, after meeting her, going over to her pool and going home, I thought, maybe I can tell her. I mean, she looks like she does her filler, and she's like, and
one of those
she
that
has
they
tattoos,
look a little,
and, nothing wrong with tattoos, but I'm just saying, like, generally, like, okay, I mean, because of where I live, those things are considered kind of out
taboo.
There. I don't think they're out there, but yes.
No, yeah.
So I thought, okay,
still
maybe
way
she's
too optimistic about human nature, though. And
I thought maybe she's an open type person.
And maybe there's unicorns too in the forest somewhere. No one's found them.
So
but
I thought, maybe she's an open person. Come to find out, she's part of the Mean Girl crew. So I can't trust that instinct. But I did.
Go ahead.
I did mingle with one person in the neighborhood, and she already knows. And I thought, like, this is going, because I avoid, like, the plague, mingling with the moms, because I just assume they're all going to be like this Karen. Unfortunately, like, I have my friends that I've had for a long time, and then I get my fill from, like, you and other friends in the industry. So this mom in the neighborhood, just a couple weeks ago, I thought, I passed her house, and she already knows what I do. And she's sitting in her garage, which she, like, basically uses as a porch to people watch the crazy neighbors. So I passed by her. It was after a neighborhood event. I passed by her, and she invited me to come over and sit down, and she gave me some water because it was, like, really hot that day.
She's all
welcoming. Yeah, so she was. And, I thought to myself, okay, I'm going to put myself out there. I'm going to be social today, right? So let's just try this social thing. Like, maybe we can make a friend. Mm-hmm. So I sit down, and we have a great time, pretty good time, for like 2 hours. It's a stretch for me, right? And I got up thinking, that was not that bad. Let me also say 2 things were happening that day. 1, it was that time of the month. 2, I was sweating profusely because I'm in Texas. It's hot, okay? And I was just at the park for this neighborhood event. So I'm sitting on the chair, on the camp chair in her garage, and, like, I'm dripping sweat from the back of my legs. I get up because I want to leave. It's been 2 hours. I turn around, and I notice something on her chair, and I was like, I left a sweat stain on your chair. And she looks at me and she goes, that's not the worst thing to happen in that chair. And I laughed. I was like,
you're like, oh.
When she said
that sounds like an opening.
Yeah, an opening.
She's like sounds like a freaky girl.
I know. Well, I thought she meant one of 2 things. Either someone else had their time of the month in that chair, or someone had a good time in the chair. One of 2 things, right? And so I laughed. But when she said that, being that it's my time of the month, something inside just died, because I was like, wait a minute, did I just have did something happen? Did I do something in that chair, or is that not a sweat? And then I looked at it more closely, and the position of the stain wasn't on the edge where my legs were sweating. So I was concerned. So I went home just a few houses down. I went home very quickly. I ran home, and I went to change, and let me just tell you, that wasn't a sweat stain.
Wait, so it never got resolved?
I have not talked to her since, because that's not, do you get what I'm putting down? Like, no. It was my time of the month, and I've never in my life had an incident because of my time.
Oh, so you never reached a point of opening up to her?
I've never had an overflow.
No, but
in my life.
You never got to a point with her in that friendship to open up about who you were, because
no, classic. The one time I decide I'm going to go socialize. This is great.
It got shut down. It got shut down.
But I don't understand.
You're like, I'm out.
But she's a woman. She should understand that.
I ruined her camping chair. Like, the one time I decide, like, I'll be social. We'll have a good time. She doesn't mind what I do. This is great. Maybe I'll make a friend. I get up, I look at her chair, and I had just ruined this gal's camping chair.
You're like, we will never have a friendship.
She might not care. It could be like totally blowing out of proportion, but like how classic, right? The one time I decide, let's be social, I ruin her camping chair. Oh, no. But every time I pass her house and the garage is open, I look for the chair. And for the first couple of days, it was like off in the corner, like it was in timeout. It was like turned to the side, like oh, it'll get fixed later. And then it just like and then it just disappeared.
Oh my gosh.
I know. It's messed up, but it's classic. Like every time I put myself out there, something happens.
I did not see that coming. I was thinking like she's gonna say she told her, and it just went like totally south. But it like you attempted to, and it just went south in another way.
The one time I find someone, a neighbor, potentially be friends with, that doesn't mind what I do, and that's what I did. I ruined her camp chair.
But you don't know that she wouldn't have minded what you did, though, right? Because you never. No,
told her. I mean, the whole neighborhood knows, and she's the one. She's the one that told me about Sarah posting that in the Facebook group. She's the one that showed me. Yeah. So we were like,
well, so she knew. She knew what you were doing.
Well, we got plenty of room here in Florida when you guys are ready to move out of Texas. Florida is good for creators. It is. Texas is good too.
People are a little more relaxed.
Yeah, but I think Texas is good too. But you got to be. Well, you know what? Anywhere is good as long as you're close to a big city. I think.
Yeah,
because you can be out in the sticks of Florida with the Florida men and the Florida women, and you wouldn't have a good time there. I don't think.
I'm in the sticks. Yeah, that's where I'm in a small town, and people.
I don't know if I can handle that. Yeah, I don't know if I can handle that.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of things that I like about it, and then because I mean the area is beautiful, and I love like the activities and things that there are to do in this area. Yeah. So the lifestyle I love. Yeah. And that is the one thing that I don't love is that culture is here.
I know we were in Tennessee just like a couple months ago. Month ago. And
gorgeous, beautiful.
It's beautiful, but I was just like, ain't no way what I'm doing here. Well, because literally everyone in their grandma would know.
Welcomed right now, right?
Yeah, everyone in their grandma would know. And
I have a dream to move to a small town, but my idea of living in a small town is to have like 30 acres. So it's a small town, but like no one's close to me, and we got animals and we got crops.
Right. If anyone wants to buy me a farm.
Yeah.
Me too.
I'm not ready for that.
I'll let you.
I need my whole city clubs, nightlife.
Well, because in that situation,
but you can drive into it. You can. I'm 30 minutes away. Yeah. But I could easily buy 10 acres and animals on it, and then I can drive into the city in 30 minutes.
Yeah, we're 20 minutes from it.
That's cool.
We're 20 minutes from it right now, and that's about as far as I want to be.
Yeah.
Any further, and then I'm like on the opposite end of things where like all of my family, let's just say, or whatever. I don't know what I'm so used to not talking about like my family.
Yeah.
But like. My family is all like grown, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay. I'm not in that phase of like raising a family type thing. Yeah. I just have one at home, but no little ones. Yeah. So like I'm in this phase of like kind of we're trying to cut back on partying. But,
we're trying to cut back.
I am in that phase of like wanting to party and stuff. Less now, but I do want to party still, and I like being close to the city and going to the clubs. You know that. Everybody knows that. Yeah. But
you want to be able to go have a good time.
Yeah, and I didn't because I was a mom from 15, so I
didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, I had my first son at 15.
Also. Wow. Okay, I was 19 and I felt a baby. Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't even do like being a teenager. I didn't do being like a young adult. Didn't do being 21. Like didn't do any of that. So I feel like now I'm, since I was about 36-ish, right? Since about 36-ish, then I started maybe a little, 32?
No, 32.
Yeah, about 32. That's when I started like having like this more wild like adult life,
You know what though? That explains a lot. I mean, not that someone that wasn't a teen mom can't be driven, but it does explain like your drive, this need to prove something to yourself and succeed. I think probably have that in common. Also, I don't know about for you if this is true, but for me, it's also fear. Like I never want to go back to a certain place in my life.
Yeah.
I don't even want to think about it, let alone go back to that where I was financially.
Yeah.
Because that was not fun. So I feel this need to like work, push, like, and literally right up until I fall asleep, I am doing something work related.
Yeah, same.
Which is confusing for people that follow us on social media because it looks like all we do is have fun. And
all we do is make reels.
No. Well, what we do, it's not all we do. There's a lot of back end work, but so it's interesting, there's this dynamic, like, we are traveling quite a bit. We are hanging out with each other. We are going out to dinner all the time or going and doing fun things, but that's always in the mix. Like,
work is always wrapped up in it.
Yeah. It is. It's just part of it. Like if I'm on the way somewhere to do something fun, I'm posting like a nut, I'm like, okay, I have to get this post in. I have to schedule this. I have to answer these messages.
Checking on the page, doing all of the
exactly all of these things. And then I'm like, okay, for the next hour, I can set my phone down. And then I'm right back on. And it's this like back and forth. Is that true for you too?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's like I was saying, it's our whole lifestyle. It's, like having this business is a lifestyle. You're in it like 24/7, which is not a bad thing. It's not necessarily a bad thing.
We try to keep things in perspective though, because we were actually having this conversation just the other day where it's like, God, we just work all the time. And then we were thinking, well, yeah, but our work is most of the time is pretty fun. Like we're out.
I mean, in comparison,
especially you're doing, doing graphic design, sitting behind a computer and you can't even stand up for 8-10 hours a day. It's better to be out like just fucking, we're working right now, just fucking around filming a podcast or out at night being crazy at the clubs or.
Not that doesn't take like how many times, I can't even say like how many times like I'm getting ready and people think, oh, you're going clubbing every weekend, but I can't tell you how many times I'm getting ready to go out to film. People don't know that it's like, I'm not going to go party and have fun. Yes, I enjoy myself.
Well, you're having fun at the same time.
Yes. But at the same time, being there at the club, like the camera's there, I'm up and down and all over the club filming this shot, that shot.
Right.
And it's not to like run it down or make it like it isn't, the image that I am putting out, but it just takes like an insane amount of hustle and grinding. And like I go to get ready and I'm like, ugh, it's like going to a job sometimes. Like I don't want to get ready for work. I don't want to put the makeup on and get the dress on and the heels and go walk around, or be out, like sometimes you feel that way. And it's like, in the end, I'm like, this is better than, being at a job or working somewhere else, but it's still a grind and it still requires like an insane amount of hustle. Actually, I'm sorry, but like more.
Because more than just it's energy job. Too. It's draining because creatively, you're, when you go to film, you're thinking of all of these scenes that you're filming. You have to do it. And also you have to be like on. Like right now we're chill, we're hanging out. Yes, I'm wearing this dress, but like
exactly.
I'm not like if you were to look at my reel, my posture in my reels, my smile, all of that, like you're getting the real me right now. I'm not like I'm being totally fake, but when you're my reels. But
we're performers in that.
I'm performing.
You're creating entertainment. You're performing.
Exactly.
So yes, just like anyone doing that has to bring that energy. So there has to be charisma. You have to be lit up. You have to have that inviting vibe. Like if you don't have that, we've talked about it a lot because sometimes like one of us will be like in a bad mood and it's like, that's just not going to fly for the camera. Like you can't bring that to the camera. It just,
you have to be on we have to, the whole time.
We have to like balance our energies and then film because or some nights we even just came home because it was like, kidding. It's not going to get better.
Yeah, you're like, this is not the night, which sucks because you got ready, you went out.
Yeah.
All of that happened. Yeah. I totally get that. But yeah, you have to be on. Like,
it's rare, but it does happen.
Yeah, rare. Very rare, obviously.
I know. I know. Like sometimes you don't want to be on. You want to slouch. You just want to be
and that's another thing.
You have to be like
that's another thing too, is like we went the other night to like a 90s rave, and I was all dressed up for the rave, and I'm like really excited because we paid tickets, paid for the tickets and everything, and it's like a special thing calling us back to like our 90s like EDM times. Yeah. And then we get there, and minus the fact that the event wasn't all that anyway, but like we get there though, and I'm just like all lit up to be here with him and stuff. And it's like, okay, time to go get this clip, get this clip, get this clip. And I'm just like, I just want to like hang out and party. And he does too, he does too. Like we just want to chill and party. And it's like, no, go get all these clips, go change, get the next, and it's like grind. Yeah. But it's okay. I'm not just complaining.
Right. Because the alternative is
But it's like, y'all should know.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. What were you saying, Holly? Sorry.
It just, it's everything has its pros and cons, but ultimately it's worth it. And, we do see the success, but it's nice to talk about and share with others the downside, because a lot of people that watch us, think this isn't a lot of work.
Yeah, that's a joke.
Right, such a joke. That we just post cute pictures.
It doesn't matter.
Just come to us.
Does not matter how old you are. You could be 20, you could be 40. It does not matter. Mm-hmm. Everybody has to work really hard.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. They see us and they think it's not a lot of work, that it's not a grind. And also, they only hear about the positives in this industry. Other models sharing the positives, and in the media, the positives, all the money they made.
Yeah.
Which by the way, cut that at least in half, because most of those girls, which we do not, but most of them have a management team, and they give the site the site a big percentage, and then they give half to their management team. So, which we don't have to do. But so first of all, they're not being honest about that. And then second of all, that's all they're sharing are the positives. But what about the hustle and the struggle to be seen and to maintain these social media profiles, maintain the site, all the work that goes into that, and the creativity and the time that it takes to build that following. I mean, it's so annoying when someone will go in the comments on social media and they'll be like, they'll say something stupid like, "Oh, that's a similar reel to the last one," or maybe they just have something negative to say about the reel, right? Which, I mean, we get mostly positives, but occasionally you get an idiot in the comments, and I don't engage in it. But what I want to say is, you sound like an expert. So what I think should happen here, I want to see you create a reel. Show me that viral reel that gets millions of views, and then show me how it's done. Like, I would love to know your ideas. That you don't have because you
little strategy session here. You tell me how to do this.
Exactly.
And you get up and first demonstrate.
And we get that too. People saying like, "Oh, she does the same dance every time."
Oh, same dance. Do you know any other dance? Like, do you even know what is going into?
Can you teach me that salsa dance then? Like, I'm sure like you were just on Dancing with the Stars, right?
Exactly.
Can you show me how to bust a move?
But anyways, this is free entertainment. It's like you go and you bake a cookie and you give it to your neighbor. Hey, here's a free cookie. This cookie, gosh, yes. It's the same cookie you gave me yesterday.
These are the same people that probably complain about the Costco sample. They probably just complained at Costco about their free sample. Like,
this is the same sample you guys gave me yesterday. I need to talk to a manager.
Well, you don't need a sample then, do you?
Yeah,
somebody
sir,
needs
would you
to go
like
on
a
timeout
refund for your free sample? Do you need a refund?
You need a refund.
Yeah,
Actually,
it's so
yes.
ridiculous.
Actually,
Like,
yes.
what? Oh, I'm sorry. What can I do to rectify the fact that you had the same free keyword free sample? And by the way, yeah, and same with social media. Like, you chose to watch this reel.
Yeah.
You did like it because you
And
took the time out of your
me
busy day
and follow me.
busy day to go and comment. You're so busy.
And they follow you.
So busy.
That's the
Yeah,
thing.
I know.
They follow you.
Yeah, it's hilarious. I know. So I'm not offended by any of the comments because anyone that is successful has no time. I mean, they have no time in their day. They are so busy that they would never have time to go and say something negative. If they like you and they want to show support,
worth listening to.
Put that comment that, hey, I appreciate you. You're doing great. You look pretty, whatever. But that negative comment, like, you are not busy. Like, you have nothing going on, sir.
Yeah. Ma'am. Sir and ma'am.
Yeah.
Plenty of ma'ams with
Not
nothing going on.
You have some like self-work that you need to do, really. I know a good therapist and a life coach.
We also get
skills we need to build.
We also get, here's that Mexican in the video again. Same guy every time.
Oh no, they got creative with that one.
Yeah, and like, do you think I want to be in? I don't want to be in these videos, but they just they go big for us. So what?
Yeah.
I'd rather not.
Honestly, it's good having you there.
Yeah, that's
the person has
it's
spoken.
Okay though. Well, and what they don't realize is you keep on posting the negative comments because those comments actually boost the views. All of the comments tell Instagram that this content is liked and they push it out more. So I would love for someone to say you're ugly like 50 times, please.
Yeah, we don't delete the negative comments.
I don't like you 50 times. Do it 50 times, please. That'd be great.
And we do appreciate our fans and lovers of us.
We like nice comments, not just bad comments.
We notice them. We notice them. We do.
Most of them are positive.
Yeah.
There's always, in every post, there are going to be a few negative. But yeah, no, most of you guys are amazing. Great.
Yeah.
And I love when I see the same guy in the comments. I need to more often say, hey, I notice you. Because I love when I see that same person, like, so dedicated. Even some of the haters, which is hilarious. I'm like, didn't you comment something nasty like a week ago and you're still there you are again. You love me, don't you? I know you do. You're just afraid that your wife is going to see this.
Oh, I read that.
I got you. But
okay, someone responded to one of our trolls and said that. They said, what they say? They said, you're just leaving that comment.
Yes.
So when your wife finds out you're looking at this, they can see your comment.
History.
Yeah. When they check your history, they can see that, yes, you were watching this, but you were talking shit. So it's okay.
But how do you explain the women that do it?
I don't understand the psychology of that.
What's their excuse?
I really don't. I don't know, but I do appreciate when I see someone, saying something nice, and I saw them in my comments yesterday because I do know I start to recognize names.
Me
and
too.
I'm like,
yeah. But I'm also like, I hope you're, taking the next step.
Yeah.
Like,
I know.
That's cool and all, and we're
right.
having a little fun thing here, but not too much. Like, go over there.
Right.
There is a point here.
That we could be chatting. Come on now. I know. Yeah, but I do like that. But yes, that's where they need to be. They need to take that next step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. We can have fun
to show support. Yes.
Keep it going.
That would be great.
It's not that far. It's a little bit more. A couple of clips.
I know. Come on. I know. That's so fun. So I don't know about you, but I get a lot of questions in my DMs.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of frustration on social media because I don't answer all of the DMs.
Yeah, 100%.
Two reasons. One, there are hundreds of DMs a day, and there's just like no way to do that. And not just on Instagram, but on multiple platforms. So I had to pick one place, and that's the site to chat. So that's where I chat on that site. So I know same for you. Yeah. So, I have this dedicated place, and I know you do too. So that's where we chat. But there is a frustration because people have a lot of questions. And, if you do, that's where you can go to ask. But I think we should do some Q&As now so we can kind of scratch that itch.
Sounds like a great idea.
And they can get to know us a little bit.
Well, I'll go ahead and ask the questions.
What do you? Okay,
from
great.
the perspective of a fan, because I'm a fan of both of your pages. So I'll ask questions that I have in my brain.
Very awesome.
In my brain.
So one is, like, I know that doing this must take a lot of confidence. So like, what does that confidence come from? Or what's the secret of having confidence like that? Because
that's a really good question.
Yeah, because that confidence is so important, not just in that business, but in anything anybody wants to do. So knowing how someone gets to that level of confidence is pretty beneficial for anybody in any industry.
Do you want to share first, Holly, or?
Sure.
Either way?
I do feel like for me, and this is not true for everyone, and I don't think that if this isn't true for you, that like you did something wrong or there's just something wrong with you. I'm just saying this is true for me. I never gave a damn. Like, I just never did. I can remember being really young in school and, girls are mean and they gossip and my friends are like, don't you care that she said such and such? And I'm like, actually, I don't. I just never cared. So that's very helpful. And that helped lead me to where I am today, just not giving a damn. Like, I don't care what people say. I'm very comfortable in my own skin. I have had periods of time where maybe I didn't like the way that I looked, like, especially like after you have a baby or something, right? Like you're not feeling comfortable. And, so I had to like take some time out to do some self, improvements on myself, and to make myself feel good again. But really, as a person, I've always been pretty confident, and I know that it's important. And it's something that I do a lot of like affirmations. I sounds like really cheesy, but talk to myself and talk myself through things and say things to myself, because thoughts become things. Like whatever you tell yourself, and this is proven, whatever you tell yourself is the truth. So if you tell yourself like, oh, I'm ugly, that's true. Or if you tell yourself you're pretty, guess what? That's true. Whatever you tell yourself, or this is what I can do, or this is what I can't do, whatever you tell yourself is going to be. Because if you tell yourself, I'm not attractive, I'm overweight, I'm not attractive, I can't do this or that, you're not going to care for yourself the same way that you would as if you told yourself, I'm attractive, I'm worthy of like love and affection and someone in my life that is positive. If you tell yourself these things, then you're going to on the daily be doing things to care for yourself that are going to make yourself look attractive. Like, you're probably not someone that works out, eats healthy, and does other things to care for yourself if you don't have a good image of yourself and who you are. So that's, I think, huge. And that confidence will just come when you tell yourself what you should be telling yourself to build yourself up, and you're doing the things on the daily to become that person. So if you're not just naturally someone that if you don't naturally just not give a damn like I do, I just don't care, then those are some things that you can do to become that person.
Yeah.
That's great. And that's very inspiring, actually. But I have one problem with that, is that didn't you say, Holly, that you were not into personal development?
Like, okay. I don't listen to it is. Yeah. So like formally, no. Just because it's not because
throw under the bus.
I'm not trying to throw under the bus. I'm trying to say that was very inspiring.
Yeah. That was unnecessary.
No, I wasn't trying to throw under the bus.
I've never listened. No, I understand what you're saying. Like,
I'm saying that it was a great speech. I'm saying like that was very inspiring. I'm like, she said that she's not into like Tony Robbins type stuff. I'm like, damn, that's straight out of Tony Robbins' pages. Like, that's very inspiring.
I've never listened to Tony Robbins. I just know, I mean, and my parents told me like, thoughts become things. And And so that just sort of stuck with me. So no, I don't listen to, I'm not against them. I just haven't. But if that's something that's new to you, if the idea of, that the affirmations, if that's all new to you, then I think you should listen to someone like Tony Robbins. If that's something that's just been like a part of your life, that sort of like self-talk, that self-build-up, if that's something that's just built in you, then maybe you don't need that. If that's something that's like totally new, then I mean, either way, you could probably benefit for something like that. But no, I've never done something like that. What I do think, and this is probably what you're referring to, that I've like referred to as woo-woo, is this idea that if you say,
oh yeah, I know
it wasn't affirmations, it was something else. Oh gosh, what is the term I'm thinking of?
Like law of attraction stuff. Like you're saying somebody can't just wish for something, want for something, and it's going to be attracted and like pulled to them into their life.
Yes. Like if you tell yourself, okay, this is what I do think is BS. If you tell yourself like, this month I'm going to make $20,000, or this month I'm going to make $150,000. It's BS that because you said that you're going to make the money. There has to be intentional actions behind it, an actual plan that you have in place. Now, I do think that, and this I do remember now, this is what we talked about, saying to yourself, I'm going to make $150,000 this month. There's nothing wrong with that, because if you tell yourself that, then you're probably going to be really motivated to put a plan in place so that happens. Yeah. But just saying, I'm making $150,000 this month
on it. Yeah.
Right.
It's not going to manifest.
Manifesting. Yes. I don't believe that manifesting something that alone, that it will actually come to fruition.
Yeah.
That's BS. You have to have a plan in place.
Yeah. So I was going to share from my perspective, just something that I live by that helps me with the whole like confidence thing. Okay. I feel like, so I'm like constantly with like what we mentioned before with what we do for a living, we're constantly putting ourselves out there in front of the public. And I actually have like a whole background with internet marketing and things. So for a long time, I've been putting myself out there in front of the public. I even did, at one time weight loss coaching when I was thinner, but I had lost a lot of weight. And so I had a bunch of people that were inspired by that and asking me to coach. So I coached. So I, have had a lot of exposure to putting myself out there in front of people and having the potential of being judged and dealing with, I have come from a past of having very low self-esteem, struggling to be confident to the degree that like sometimes I'm stuttering and stuff because I'm so nervous, that people might not like me, that kind of thing. Obviously I've grown stronger in that over time. But a lot of a couple of things that I have just kind of like, I don't know if it's like a mantra or like something I kind of just live by inside of myself is two things. One is that to not say no, to try to say yes to more in life. And if it means getting on top of at Coyote Ugly, like getting up on the bar and dancing, no matter how old I am or anything, but like getting up and dancing and just fuck it, like not care, right? Like what you said. But so, and I try to live into that in every moment as much as I can, right? To not say no and just whatever, just get up there or just do the thing, like ride the roller coaster, just get on it.
Yeah.
And the second thing that helps me with that, and I guess what gives me confidence is knowing that nobody really actually cares what you're doing. They might, there might be trolls that might judge and say their little remarks or whatever, but like people in general are so wrapped up in what everyone's thinking about them. They're not thinking about you. So
they're not even paying attention to you, because they're focused on themselves.
I might be up dancing on the bar, and I'm thinking, oh, they're judging me and I'm scared and whatever, but they're like down there like, oh, is he looking at her? Like, like like they're worried, is there a guy looking, or do I look good enough, or could I get up there? Like they're, you know, guys and girls, they're like in their head, like, oh, I would never, you know, but like,
exactly.
but they're wrapped up thinking about themselves. So I feel like, you know, and then I guess third thing to that I really live into is that it really is irrelevant what someone else thinks about what I'm doing, so long as I'm not hurting other people. You know, it really is irrelevant because it's my life. It's what I intend to achieve, what my aspirations are. So when I'm walking down the street in a mini dress, getting my reels in Ybor, you know, and I'm like 40s at the time, like late 30s into my early 40s now, like I'm turning 42 in a couple of weeks here. And I'm, you know, strutting my stuff like down the street, you know, and it's like, sometimes it's negative, sometimes it's really positive, like the feedback that I get. But I'm like, even when it's negative, which there has been some pretty negative shit that went down, that like not nice things were said. And I'm just like, you know, but you don't know my goals. Like, you don't know why I'm going to, you know what, put my head up and I'm doing what I'm doing for a living, but like, you don't know why. And I'm gonna put my head up. I'm gonna wipe the little tear off because that sucked that you said that to me. But like, I'm gonna keep walking here in front of the camera and I'm gonna smile because you don't know why I'm doing this, and I do, and it's my life, and it's what I want. So fuck. You can deal with it.
So also I think people need to ask themselves, okay, when you do something and say you're afraid in that moment, someone's not going to like this, someone's going to say something on social media that I don't like, or in person that I don't like, and there's this anxiety of, oh my gosh, what's this person going to think, or all of these people, whatever the situation is, what are they going to think? What you can ask yourself is, okay, so what is the worst thing that can come of that? Like, what is the root of your fear?
Exactly.
So they say something.
We're so in sync, Holly. Like, I'm literally thinking the same thing that you were like about to say.
So if they say something negative, what is going to come of that?
What's the worst?
So you have to ask yourself, what is going to happen when they say what you perceive as the worst thing that they can say? What then? What then? Now? What you gonna do now? There's nothing. They're gonna say it, and you might get upset, and then you'll move on. But and then you have to ask yourself, why are you upset? So why is it affecting you? Why is this person that has nothing going on in life because they're not busy enough? And anyone that's not busy enough is not worthy, okay?
100% they're not busy enough because they're just, while I'm busting my ass hustling, they're standing on the side of the road like, meh, and it's like,
exactly.
You do you, honey, and I'll do me.
People in the stand. Because if they're not on the field, we don't care.
Exactly. Exactly.
And this whole, me watching this whole conversation swings us back to what we were talking about originally, that how people think that this business is easy. It's easy to get started in this business. Anyone can open up a page, but to be successful at anyone that's watching what I was just watching can see like there's a lot going on upstairs in mentally. It's a
lot.
It's like an athlete.
Strength.
It's like an athlete. Like to be a good, successful athlete, you have to have a certain amount of genetic gifts. Same with a successful OF model. Genetically, you have to be to a certain level of gifts, but the rest of it, maybe half or 40% of it from there on out, is all mental. It's all emotional,
mental, emotional,
self-control, discipline,
a lot of personal,
definitely
work,
and becoming your best self, like mastering confidence, like all these things,
or having courage, or walking to do your whatever. Like, because I've done a lot of public stuff. So, like, walking to do a reel and I trip with my freaking heel, like, right in front of everybody. Like, people hanging out on the side of the road watching. And already I'm sweating because I'm just like, damn, this is hard. But I'm like walking and all of a sudden there goes my ankles are sore because I, fuck up on my heels and stuff, It's like,
people have asked Adriana whether they should start that type of business also. And I've always thought, no, I wouldn't recommend it because I mean, unless you have to be very mentally strong.
Yeah.
If you're not mentally strong, it will crush you pretty quickly.
I went through that phase. Like we went through that phase.
Yeah. First of all, you won't even make it that far. You won't be successful. You can't build to millions of followers on social media if you don't possess specific certain skills.
Doing anything.
And yeah.
Doesn't matter what you do. Yeah. If you have that kind of exposure to the public, like in the public eye, like you got to have that like mental, like it's like a fortress in there.
That strength. Yes,
Even sometimes you might get through a little bit, but you got to like put it back up. Like that strength, you know, like, hey, no, I got this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, we could just keep going. Like,
let's just change up the energy a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, these have been very heavy topics, and they're very informative.
I think it's golden.
I think so. Yeah.
How about like the classic light question? Like, what do you do for fun? What do you do for fun when you're not working? You're in your sweats.
You go ahead, Holly.
And you're chilling. What do you do for fun?
I'm never in sweats.
Neither is she.
I am in a dress. I'm either nothing because I'm in bed, or I'm in a dress. I don't like pants.
Same.
First of all, I hate pants. I don't.
Yeah.
I am 100% of the time. I'm okay. You'll see me in yoga pants only for reels. You will see me in a bikini because I'm either like swimming or let's face it, I'm working at the same time, or I'm in a dress. But I like to go to the rodeo. I love going to the rodeo. So every Saturday we have a rodeo, and I was just at the rodeo the other night. So the rodeo, and I can dance. So I love to rodeo. I love to go to the rodeo. I love to dance. I love the food.
Weren't you learning how to square dance?
The line dance.
Yeah. Yeah. 2-step. I can line dance. I can 2-step. So I do that at the rodeo. Usually there always is a live band afterwards. So that's a lot of fun, and there's food. So I'm usually like at the rodeo or at a concert. I live really close to Lukenbach. I don't know if you haven't heard the song Lukenbach, Texas by Willie Nelson.
I know.
Anyways.
I'm a Nelson fan. I'm surprised I haven't heard that. Yeah. How's it go? Let's see, sing it.
It's a classic. It's Let's Go to Lukenbach, Texas with Willie and Waylon and the boys. I have a horrible singing voice. I'm not going to sing it, but let's go to Lukenbach, Texas. Okay, I can't believe I just did that.
Well, Willie can't really sing either, but that doesn't stop him.
No, that didn't stop him. You're right. I don't have a good singing voice. But anyways, there's always like a good concert or show. So I love to go to, we have amazing musicians here in Texas. So I love going to a show. I go to the rodeo. I live pretty close to like lakes, rivers. We in Texas love to go tubing. So we'll grab our tube and we'll like tube the rapids.
Yeah, we just
did
it
I do that all the time.
Tennessee.
We have cool swimming holes. I know which ones have the snakes. I avoid those. And if there's like fast moving water, you're not going to find them. If you're in still water and there's no one around, there are snakes. So we don't swim there. But
water snakes?
Yeah.
Like the water moccasins?
Oh, shit.
Yes, we have some poisonous and we have some nasty snakes here, and and some that are innocent, but they look scary, and I don't want to be around them.
Yeah.
So I'll go tubing, hiking. We have great food. I love food. I'm kind of obsessed with food, so I'm always wanting to go out to eat.
I know you love to eat. When we were out in Sarasota, you had to have the lobster bisque. Yeah.
Yeah. It's all about the food. I'm always planning the next meal. I love trying new food, trying new restaurants. So that's a big thing. I like finding a swimming hole and like swinging on the rope swing into the water. So
that's fun.
It's hot here. So I do stuff like that all the time. And I usually I always take my camera with me because I have to work.
Yeah.
I can put my phone away for like an hour, to be honest. Kind of have anxiety right now because I'm not on my phone. I'm like, is somebody messaging me?
Yeah. What's going
Should
on?
I be checking messages?
That's in the back of my mind too. I'm like, hey, as soon as this is done, I gotta like hit the phone.
We have to post. I know. But I do those things. I set aside time for that. So I'll like maybe like tube and then check my phone, and then like tube for 30 minutes and check my phone. What about you? What do you do? I know you like to go to the clubs, and that's a big part of your life. What else do you do?
So if it's like, adult activities, then like going out clubbing, mostly going out clubbing. I do like to go to like the dance clubs. I mean,
to dance with the young people.
No, I'm trying to say code for the stripper clubs.
Oh, okay. I just thought that was funny.
I do like going to those. I do like for like adult type stuff. That's really all we like to do. Yeah. we did used to go to like the actual like adult XXX clubs, but these days it's not the same. So
what about like you're not that far from the beach? Do you go to the beach?
Oh, well, so that's like if it's adult time, then I like to do that stuff. But if it's like just normal everyday, like enjoying life, love the beach. That's why I'm here in Florida. Like obsessed with the beaches here, like the white sands, cotton candy skies. Like I'll never get enough of it. That's why he's like, I want to move to the country and like go to this state and that. And I'm like, I'll be here on the beach.
The beach. I love the beach too.
I love the beach. We have the springs here. I love the springs. Like that's like
the springs here are phenomenal,
magical. Yeah.
Imagine like you walking through a jungle. Imagine, if you will.
Except that you still have to have the concern that there may be an alligator.
There's alligators. Maybe. But it's like, just imagine
I don't want to deal with that.
So you can see in the water at least. You can see.
You can see what's going to bite you before you
get
get
comes running at you, what are you going to do? Do you what are you going to do if one comes running at you?
It's 100% like clear water, but
and if one comes out of the bushes charging at you,
well, you go on the notion that they don't like to be around where there's a lot of people. And we don't go to like things that it's like, where you usually see where it's like the edge of the water with like grass and stuff. And then you'd be like, oh, there's an alligator in the water right there. It's not like that. It's like open, like turquoise blue.
Okay, that sounds amazing. That sounds like a great, it's so pathetic, but all I can think about is that would look really great for pictures for my Instagram.
Well, it is. Just imagine like I was going to say, like a jungle. Right? With trees and green.
I'll have to send you some.
In the middle of the jungle, turquoise blue, clear water.
Yeah. It's
like when you first see it, you can't even believe your eyes.
What do they say that this might have been like the original Garden of Eden?
Yeah, I think Florida was the original Garden of Eden. Also, Tampa was the location of Atlantis.
Well, okay, let's not get in.
Sounds amazing.
You stop yourself. We're not going to get into that shit. Anyways, he gets into it with our boys and it just... ruins the family thing.
No, it doesn't.
It sounds amazing, though. It sounds really pretty.
Yeah, it is. And so what I was going to say is that, what the heck was I going to say about it? There was one specific thing I was just about to say.
Having fun.
Oh, no, it's like a fountain of youth. Yeah. Really. Because you get in there and the minerals in the spring water are like, that. Like you might have a little like dry skin or something that like, I don't know what you had something before, but you'll just get out and it like falls off.
Healing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I need it.
I know you would love that because you're all about skincare and stuff.
I am.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. It'd be fun to like go near a spring and get like a cabin or something. We could do a clubhouse like near a cabin.
I would love that.
Have the spring access and do a whole photo shoot there and like
I would love that
with the turquoise water and stuff. That sounds awesome.
It sounds so pretty. Yeah. I love that. That's right up my alley.
Yeah. Are we gonna wrap things up now?
It's about
I think so. I think we've spoiled all of you. I do want to say one thing. I think this is really important. I don't make a post about this on social media. But I know that this is a frustration for you. And I think I said it earlier, maybe I touched on it, but I want to be really clear. There are a lot of fakes of us on social media, and here is one sign. If someone is chatting in the DM on Instagram, on Twitter, on whatever, that is not us. On our social media, we have a link, and whatever we put on that link, that is where you will find us. Yeah. If it's not on that link, that's not me. That's not her. No. So that's really important because people are getting scammed all the time, and I'm really tired of it. I'll have someone message me on my site and they'll be like, we've been talking on Facebook for a long time. And I'm like, we have?
Wow.
Yeah, I've
No,
had
we
that
haven't.
actually.
No, we haven't.
I've had
Why would I
someone
do
come in
that?
and say that, and then I'm like, I've never talked to you. I've never nothing.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, well, somebody's been this, that, and whatever, and trying to, get me to send money for this. And I'm like, excuse me? Like,
if it's not on, right, there are multiple links on the one link. There's a link, and then there's there's a site. So if we didn't put that site together, then we are not there. We work very hard to put all of the content together that we make. And so why would we put that effort into that, but then be chatting for free on Facebook? It doesn't make any sense. No. So don't fall for that. That's very important. Just go to that dedicated site because that's where you'll find us for sure.
And we both speak English, so and very well-spoken English. So if you're getting, messages and stuff from us that is not well spoken, not well written, not well communicated, it is absolutely not us.
Absolutely. But we will do this again. So look for us again, and then you know where to find us.
That's it for the Holly and Adriana Unlocked podcast. Catch you guys next time.